Fran, the founder and organiser of the In Your Shoes program. In Your Shoes is a second-hand footwear collection program where people in the community get to donate old wearable footwear to people more in need. All footwear collected goes to Kids Off the Curb charity. Kids Off the Curb is a newly formed charity which is mainly focused at helping at-risk young people. I came up with the idea for In Your Shoes after walking the streets in Sydney and noticing homeless people freezing cold in the streets. It made me really think, because I was walking past with winter jackets and scarves, and when I actually returned home I was cold, and I went to the cupboard and I had a selection of blankets to choose from, and it's made me start to think that, well, here are these people on the streets without blankets, and I have a selection of about 15. So, maybe there was something there that I could help homeless people with giving them warmth and supplying them blankets. After researching that angle, I did speak to a few of the charities and Joe at FM Recycling, and found out that blankets were a little bit too hard to move around the charities, as they were quite strict in regards to hygiene. I did ask Joe what was sought after amongst the charities, and he did say that they were in desperate need of footwear, second-hand footwear. So this is where In Your Shoes did start. I thought of how I could collect footwear for charity, and what was going to be a project that would run at my workplace has now run across a lot of schools in Melbourne, along with my workplace as a whole company based around Victoria. So it has been huge.
I think I'd read in the paper a few weeks ago about some schools collecting shoes for disadvantaged people, or to sell, or not to sell, for disadvantaged people, and also to be sort of sent out over the world for those people that couldn't afford shoes. And our group was sort of brainstorming, and then we coming up with different ideas, and then I thought maybe we could do something involving a charity, and doing something more than helping the community, more than just what we're going to be getting for our grades at the end of the project. So yeah, I just suggested that we collect shoes for a charity. And that time we hadn't come across In Your Shoes, and we didn't know about Fran and her project. But after researching, we found that Fran was doing the same sort of thing that we were looking to get into. And so we approached In Your Shoes, and yeah, she was really excited for us to come on board and sort of run an event in conjunction with In Your Shoes. And yeah, that's sort of how we got started.
My first encounter with In Your Shoes is when I saw it on the front page of my local paper, and the school just around the corner from my house had collected 800 pairs, and I thought it was an amazing cause, and I couldn't see why university students couldn't match this, if not do better. So we're hoping to collect 1,000 pairs at RMIT. We know we've got thousands of students, but it's going to be a bit harder to get them to bring them in, so hopefully they'll all go through their closets and pull out big piles and bring them into our collection cylinder.
My major role in the group's been the creation of promotional material through the flyers that we will be distributing, the posters, production of the logo, and also more recently heading the team construction building for the cylinder.
So today has been a construction working bee day to make our big cylinder thing that we'll be collecting the shoes for our event in a couple of weeks. And we've gathered here at Emma's house, and yeah, just been working to put the cylinder together, t-shirts, and making some shoe cutouts, so yeah.
The cylinder, it's going to be taken to uni, and we're going to have it in the main street there, and we use it to collect all the shoes in so people can see how many we've got, and how much more we've got to go to our target of 1,000 shoes. And I'll just give a real visual thing for people to know what's going on if they haven't heard of our collection.
I did attend one of the schools who actually had, it would have been half their corridor wall full of shoes, like 1 metre high and about half a metre deep, and it was just the most amazing thing to see, and it's just been fabulous.
We had this great guy come in today, and I think he was a bit frightened of our cylinder. He sort of walked up and then he had this big bag of shoes to give us, and he sort of tipped them in really quick and then sort of ran away, sprinted as fast as he could. I don't know whether he was scared of us or scared of the cylinder, but he was out of there pretty quick. At times during the week it's been a bit slow collecting the shoes, but overall it's been a great success, and when Fran sees this and how many boxes we've passed on, I hope she'll be really proud of us. Today was our last day and it felt really good to be packing up finally the last box, and after a big overall count we came to 320 pairs, which felt really good, like that we'd actually achieved something. And since we were doing it just over the 4 days, I think we're all really happy with the result and how it turned out.
I think it's a really great project because we're giving something back to the community and collecting shoes for the disadvantaged. It's just a goodwill project.
There's so many other things you can do in PR to kind of spin the truth or anything like that, but I'm really hoping in this that we can tell the truth and tell a really important truth to thousands of people.
The future for In Your Shoes. Well, what was going to finish in the month of August is now going to be continuing. We'll be putting together a structure which will allow any school to jump on board at any time and use this as a program that they could run with at any time of year, and also workplaces. So it's definitely not the end of In Your Shoes, so watch this space. So go on, let others take a turn at walking in your shoes.